Hey y'all, this is Josh Hayes here. This is my really nice Xiegu G90 radio. Okay, and in this video, I want to discuss the best, in my opinion, for myself, the best Xiegu G90 firmware. Okay, now this is how you check which firmware you have. You click function. Now actually, excuse me, you hold the function button down, and then you click next, and then you go to number, let's see, number 10, and it's getting the version of your radio. And it says, please wait. So I am on base version 1.78, okay? Now, I'm pretty sure it's just 1.78. It could be 1.78B02 or whatever that is. But for sure, it's version 1.78, okay? In my opinion, I really like this version because FM 10 meters, you know, it's a lot more loud than that other 1.79 version. It wasn't very loud, y'all. It really wasn't for 10 meters FM. I don't know why. It must have been a problem with the firmware or something like that, but 1.80 I haven't updated to yet. I have memory channels and I don't want my memory channels to go away, because I'd have to reprogram all those memory channels back, which is not a big deal, but you know, I'd rather just keep 1.78 because until I hear that the new Xiegu G90 version is improved upon, where you know it has loud HF FM on 10 meters, then that's what I would like. And anyways, y'all, sorry about my phone. I mean my iPad. But anyways, y'all, 1.78. I really like that version a lot. Because not only the loudness of 10 meters FM, but I also like how it doesn't have the upper sideband or lower sideband digital. I kind of would like upper sideband and lower sideband digital. I kind of liked that. However, FL Rig does not have the option yet for, you know, digital for the icon for the Xiegu G90 radio. It doesn't allow digital for the menu on the FL Rig for WSJTX to work. So that was a big reason why I downgraded back down to version 1.78. Now, it's not the radio's fault. It's that FL Rig probably needs to be updated where it has the digital modes and stuff like that, you know. And also FL Digi and all that, you know. I don't think it has the digital. It just says upper sideband, I think. At least on FL Rig, it's just upper sideband or lower sideband. It doesn't say digital, at least for me. But this is how you check your version of your radio. And then I'm going to click exit because it's 1.78. And it talks about the app and then base, whatever that is. But I'm going to click exit. There we go. Now this radio is just a fantastic radio. 20 watts is a good amount. I bought the Xiegu X6100 radio, and it has 5 watts with battery power, 5 watts for my Xiegu X6100 radio, and 10 watts if it's plugged in. And 10 watts when it's plugged in is a good radio as well. It's only a half S unit below 20 watts, and it's only for 10 watts, and it's only 1 S unit down below from 20 watts on 5 watts. So it's not much of a big difference. And I'm 5'9". For example, if I'm 5'9" on 20 watts, I would be 5'8" on 5 watts. And 1.5 watts, I would be 5'7". So QRP absolutely works, y'all. This Xiegu G90 radio is a great radio, and also I'm sure the Xiegu X6100 radio is a great radio. I thought about would I like to have seen that radio to be 20 watts instead of 10 watts? Yeah, but guess what? It's only a difference of a half an S unit. So really it doesn't make that much of a difference. It can a little bit. Like if someone can't hear you very well and you bump up from 10 watts to 20 watts, it can help for sure. But probably not by a lot if you think about it. And not only that, 10 to 20 watts, it's not that much of a difference when it's only a half of an S unit. Okay? And 5 watts to 20 watts is an S unit, and 1.5 watts to 5 watts or something like that is an S unit. So if you're 5.9 on 20 watts, you'd be a 5.7 on 1.5 watts. Because you go from 20 watts to 5, that's an S unit. So from 5.9 to 5.8 on 5 watts versus 5.9 on 20 watts. And then an S unit down below 5.8 from 5 watts, I think it'd be about 1.5 watts or something like that. And that would be 5.7. So yeah, QRP works, y'all. I mean, QRP really works. But this radio video is about the Xiegu G90 radio on the firmware. That's how you check the firmware, and that's my favorite firmware. In my opinion, that's the best firmware, because the other software and firmware for this radio isn't how it should be, because it should be louder on 10 meters FM, just like it is here. I'll show you. See? And if you click the preamp, there you go. Or you could turn the preamp off, but I don't like to hear the like that. I just like to put the preamp on, and it's a constant flow of static, and it's just a really good radio. It doesn't have repeater function. I wish it did, but it does not. I wish with the firmware update, maybe they can add that, CTCSS, DCS, or whatever, and then plus minus offset, the offset frequency of, I think it's 0.10 or something like that. And hopefully they'll be able to fix that in the future firmware updates. But anyways, y'all, this is Josh Hayes. Have a wonderful day, and thank you very much. God bless you.